Dyslexia / dyslexic name change idea. Okay, this makes no logical sense to any sane person. Please listen with an open mind. I really need your help, ideas and thoughts on spreading this great idea. Dyslexia. Why name this condition dyslexia in such a way that the sufferers of this condition can't even spell or write it down correctly? Crazy? Yes. Why on earth label 1/10 of the worldwide population, that's around 704 million people, by the way, who have some form of dyslexia, with a label / name which is nearly impossible to spell and write down for them? Why give them a name which even normal people have difficulties in spelling and writing? Why give the least able people in the world one of the most hardest words in the English language? It makes no sense, no logic, and also humiliates the sufferers of a sometimes very debilitating and embarrassing condition. My simple yet beneficial idea to this group of often talented, clever, creative group of individuals is this. Plus it's 100% my original idea. Let's change the spelling of Dyslexia's name. Right. Give yourself a minute to take that in, please. It can be done, will be done. So most dyslexics cannot write or spell the word dyslexia down on forms, letters, etc., passports, job application forms, medical information, etc. So my big idea is just change its name, dyslexia, to something else that they can write down, simple, logical, and might even say common sense if you really think about it. I have had this idea for 33 years, but could not share it due to lack of self-confidence. Eureka! I had an idea. Let's change it. Let's call it LRS instead of dyslexia. It's short, it's easy to spell, easy to remember, and it makes sense. Plus it stands for something that's meaningful and therefore more logical. It stands for L, learning, R, reading, and S, spelling. Or in short, just call the dyslexia medical condition by its now new and future name, LRS. Right. Now this is where I come in, and my grand ideas come in. I need to help people. Why? Why not, God said. In fact, I like to help as many people as possible in one go. If you're going to have a good idea, the more it helps the better, yes? I try to help as many people as possible, so this idea could help 10% of the UK population alone. That's over 6 million people. When was the last time you had an idea that could help 6 million people? Or 704 million people worldwide? To say I'm excited about this idea is an understatement. Hello, I'm Leslie, by the way. I'm also known as a number. That number is 317537. It's a very important number for me. If you haven't worked it out yet, don't worry. It might come to you soon. Just think of it as a little gift from me to you. A simple and fun puzzle. Sorry, I get easily sidetracked. I would say LRS, dyslexia, is a gift and not a hindrance for me. Wow, a gift, no way. That's a strange theory. I know many LRS, learning, reading, spelling, dyslexia sufferers have the same symptoms as I have. Many may have more symptoms than me. LRS dyslexia is a very complicated medical condition. Anyhow, as I was saying, even my website is named after me. It can be found at www.317537.co.uk. Please feel free to check it out sometime. It has a few of some of my other ideas, which are purely 100% genuine and original ideas. Excuse me, I'm full of cold. Ideas. God loves them. I've been working on ideas from a very long time back. The 317537 idea dates back to when I was 5 years old. I worked this one out as soon as I could write. It took around 1 minute to work out. Have you worked it out yet? It has been 1 minute. Anyhow, as of 2014, I'm 44 years old now, but I feel like nearly 70 sometimes. So some ideas go back 39 years, some less. Just think of me as a walking think tank. Some ideas I have been working on and improving on many thousands of times via my perfect logic. I want no royalties from my work. I only want to help as many LRS, learning, reading, spelling, sufferers as possible. The LRS, Learning, Reading, Spelling project has took on many forms and was created by me back in 1981 when I was 11 at the secondary school where of course I had a bad time. Hating English with a passion, could not do it or even remember what they tried to teach me. Never ever did homework of any subject except physics, which I loved. I just went to school to play and because I had to. This open and free letter is getting very long, sorry again. However, I care not. At school, if you are dyslexic, it's not only affecting English, but every other subject you need to be able to read the questions in maths, to answer maths questions, for example. Sidetracked again. Hello and thanks for reading or listening to my grand life's work ideas. By the way, in this letter, open letter, which has been on my website and I've sent out to quite a few people, I outlined two great, genuine, genius ideas. LRS plus LRS spell checker. This will help dyslexic users worldwide. When did you have an idea that could help multiple millions of people? As said, 700 million people have dyslexia LRS. And maybe a few 100 million normal English speaking have trouble with that stupid shit word dyslexia, now formerly known as the medical condition LRS. Myself and my son Liam both have LRS, I would say. Very bad dyslexia LRS. Like many people with this condition, we are, let's face it, discriminated against. Yes, I did say it, and I mean it too. It makes my blood boil, super hate-filled angry. But we as a group of normal people, may I even say bright, talented, and in many cases very creative individuals, dyslexics are discriminated against. It's true, and every LRS sufferer knows this to be true. Just ask them. If you are dyslexic or you know someone with this medical condition, then you will know the daily difficulties they, we, me face. Just ask them now how they feel about it. Get some insight on how bad it can make people feel. It belittles people. It embarrasses people. It's just not plain nice. Okay, this ranges from being labelled from slow to stupid for most of our peers, and this is on a daily basis. And this starts at a very early age, right from early school life and all through adult life. You never get cured, you'll always have problems, always people will look down on you and judge you as substandard, stupid, ill-educated human being. The embarrassment at not being able to spell simple standard words, how you use the wrong word, how you spell the same word in 10 different ways, and chances are all wrongly. Now you can't read very well as well. There's a whole world of books, and I've only read 2 books in my life. That, my friend, is a shame and a waste. There's hundreds of ways that dyslexia can affect people, far too long to list here. The total number of forms of LRS, learning, reading, spelling, formerly known as dyslexia, are very vast indeed. So let's make my idea come true. Simply change the word dyslexia. It's pure genius. It's so simple. It's so logical. It's just plain common sense. How it was not done before, I don't know. In fact, this is a true story, I had to give up my dream high-tech, computer-based job at EDS in Peterlee. I just love/live for computers, as you can see from my website at 317537.co.uk. Anyhow, I was ridiculed for sending emails like this. Can I meet you in the boardroom at 2 p.m, please, sir? Well, did you hear it? The mistake? I bet you did. But dyslexic and LRS people might not see it or hear it. And it's no good in saying just use your spell checker to check your emails and letters. I do. In fact, I normally spell check at least 5 times before I dare hit that dreaded send button. LRS spell checker idea. Well, that's one of my other ideas. Spell checkers should have a LRS/dyslexic user tick box, which would help people like me. And let's say another, maybe 500 million people. My ideas don't help some people, but truly global effects. If you are going to have an idea, it might as well be a big one. To flag up words on computer spell checkers, like the word meat, M-E-A-T, and meat, M-E-E-T. Both pass the spell checker because they are spelt correct. They're called homophones. Go and Google it. But both words have very different meanings. Does anyone know somebody at Apple? I'd love to work for Apple. Microsoft, Google. If you do, send them this letter. We need to update their spell checkers to add these features. Guess this will help every LRS person that has a computer, which is also a very large number, which I care not to work out. Anyhow, sorry I got sidetracked again. I'm very sorry about this. I'm really embarrassed by my sidetracks. No, wait, they're good. Back to my point. I'm very nervous about how you view me. I've had to get my 12-year-old daughter, Chloe, to help me proofread this document that I'm reading out to you. As I have the condition called LRS, the new name for the ridiculous word dyslexia. See what I did there? I am the first person ever to call it LRS. Let's just hope my dreams come true and it catches on. All my life I have felt as if I have been a second-class citizen because of LRS. People treat me as if I'm stupid or something worse because I can't read and spell very well. Now I have bipolar, manic depression. People treat me as being stupid and mental. To say I have a self-esteem issues would be an understatement. Plus you know that name changes have been done in the past, like the term manic depression into bipolar, etc. I'm now crying as I type this paragraph. True heartbreaking story for me. My daughter, as I said, is called Chloe. Simple, 5 letters. What could I get wrong with this beautiful name? Well, my big bad dyslexia turns up and says you won't be able to spell your daughter's name right for the first 2 years of her life. I could not remember which way around the letter H and the letter L go around in the word Chloe. I'm sorry, a bit emotional. I spent the first 2 years of her life crying myself to sleep because I'm so stupid. I can't spell my daughter's name right. Screw you, Dyslexia. I'm stopped writing now. I'm talking. I'm crying. I'm sorry, it's emotional. It's messed with me so much, Dyslexia. Come on. Focus. Right, come on. Right, now we come to my personal gain, or even CV, based on this open letter. To be honest, this is about purely personal gain for myself. Sorry, but I need to do this for me. I have had LRS all my life and it will never change, I think. I've had manic depression, bipolar for the last 9 years of my life. Apart from the brief highs in my mood, it's mainly been a black hole of depression for 9 years. Well, as of speaking this open letter, I'm in a stable mood, and I need your help. I need a job. I have not worked for 9 years. No one will hire me. They see my dyslexia on my job application form. They see the word stupid. They see the word bipolar, and they see mental. Basically, my job application form is the first one in the shredding machine. This should not be the case. I have an extreme high IQ and intelligence. My website is a think tank. I'm a walking think tank. I just think of good ideas. I would be a great think tank for your company. I mainly work with product enhancements. E.g., you send me your product, I think of ways to make it better. So I'm after a job. I no longer wish to be on state benefits. I no longer wish to be a burden on the state. I want to work. I want to provide for my family, instead of my loving wife working every hour just to keep us afloat. I want to be a good role model for my kids. I need a job. I need some self-respect. I'm pretty sure I can make your company millions, but you have to agree to my 5 words of my contract with you. Then we can have fun. Thanks. 537. Recap. The 2 LRS learning, reading, spelling / dyslexia ideas are: 1. Change the name of dyslexia to LRS. 2. As standard, all the world spell checkers have options to look for common LRS dyslexia common mistakes, such as homophones, and flag them on the screen the same as if it was a spelling mistake. Now I need your help. Please send, share, pass this open letter, pass the links to my website to everyone you know. You can help me by doing one or more of the following things, and there's 10 things. 1. Start to use the term LRS instead of the word dyslexia. Might as well start now. 2. If you are using Facebook, hit the share button. Might as well hit like as well. Pass this letter to as many people you know, or this link to this voice. How embarrassing, my phone went off. Right. Pass this letter on to as many people as you know. They should think it's a good idea. Pass this letter on to as many non-LRS sufferers as you know. Pass this letter on to colleges, schools, universities, see what they think about it. Number 6, the medical profession. I'm sure they came up with the word dyslexia in the first place. 7, email it to all your friends in your address book. You can copy and paste a copy of this from www.317537.co.uk. Number 8, Use other social media to spread the word. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, MySpace, etc. 9. Spread the word to all news media sites. Famous people who have dyslexia. People worldwide, anyone you can think of. 10. Find a passion in life. Something you really love. Then get a job in that field. Thank you very much.